All right, last but not least, our final presenter from district is Dr. Karen Hill. She is the Director of Professional Learning at Wentzville School District, and she's going to talk to us about how to plan for virtual summer.
Well, thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Karen Hill, and I lead summer school K through 12 in the Wentzville School District. I'm going to be going Jimmy John's fast, and I welcome you to put your questions in the chat. So a little bit about Wentzville. We are the fastest growing district in the state of Missouri, and we now have over 17,000 students. We are quickly approaching Springfield, and I don't know that we'll ever take over Springfield, but we are going to get close. We have worked with Launch for 3 years now, so pre-COVID. So when we were determining our district course offerings for summer school, we wanted to keep our goals in mind. We wanted to reach students that we weren't reaching in our in-person credit advancement courses. So we have a lot of students who take band. We're a big band district, and so these students were taking camps, and so we wanted to offer an option for those students. We started with a very limited number of high school courses, and we've expanded those offerings every year. So now we're offering credit advancement courses in ELA, social studies, fine arts, PE, personal finance, everything needed to graduate, and ACT prep, to give students the opportunity to participate in our, during the school year, specialty courses. Just like Kirkwood, we have a Center for Advanced Professional Studies, which is a half day in a student's junior or senior year. So they need to credit advance in order to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. We also, we want students to credit advance who might be credit deficient and remain with their cohort group. So those were our big goals. We do give permission to principals and counselors to request any course on the Launch, in the Launch catalog, but that's at their discretion. We do not publish that for all students. The reason we limit courses, it's really helped our district fill courses with Wentzville students. And then we have the opportunity to choose a Wentzville teacher that's hired by a Launch as the teacher of these students. So we're looking for a little bit of familiarity. It's a huge benefit to us. It's been hugely received by NEA and by our teachers. Okay, so the consistent message of communication. So here it is again. I'm just gonna go real quick. So I'm just gonna say, have your plan developed before you start advertising summer school. So for us, that was last Friday. So people asked me how, my light December was. My December was not light. My December was filled with coordinating with people who really didn't want to think about summer school in December. Develop your consistent message template. So as messages go out, we want them to look familiar. And have the same district links. So we advertise a consistent message on our website, Facebook, Instagram, principal newsletters, and we have a district news through email that we send. We want to provide only need to know information. So this was a learning that I had last year. Physical fitness was a great course for us, and students are provided a fitness tracker by Launch. So I had this on a page with all high school, and I had all sorts of people coming to the office for a fitness tracker. So now the only people who get information about picking up a fitness tracker are those who are enrolled in physical fitness. I also have found that if you don't provide the needed information to all the stakeholders, that they might create it for you. So the next one, think through all the perspectives. So ask yourself, what is the most important information for students and parents and counselors? And counselor information that is important is different than the student and the teacher. And the principals, what do they need? Again, those are all different. So only communicate the things that they're going to need to know. Students and parents want course descriptions and what we found out with the estimated number of hours to complete. That was a big thing for our district. We try to communicate over and over that this isn't something that you can start June 28th and expect to finish June 30th. And if they're not in, if they weren't in virtual learning this year, that might not be something that they know. Have a plan A and a plan B. We will have Wentzville in-person PE course offered. And if we go virtual, we will open that opportunity to take Launch Physical Fitness in its place. So we have thought through all of those levels. So key takeaway, I'm sure I made up this word, it's called simplexity. So we have to take what is very complex and make it very simple. What that means is that we keep it simple for families. That does not mean it keeps it simple for us. So all of our communication, all of our planning, the way that we do things needs to be simple for the student. And I think sometimes we think about the most efficient ways for us, but that's not necessarily what's going to be best for the students. I actually have a parent look over the plan and communicate it and give me feedback before it's published, because what we know as educators is that we have jargon and words that the average person doesn't know. So I also want to thank Launch for always welcoming my special requests and having the vision to provide this high quality courses online for our Missouri students. I mean, who knew that this was going to become a large component of our COVID response? I feel very fortunate that we developed our relationship before this year. So thank you very much to the Launch team, all of you. And what questions might you have for me?
Thank you so much, Dr. Hill. I really always appreciate your light and your energy. And I love the idea of having parents look over your communication plan before you put it out. Have a parent partner. That's such a good idea. So we don't have any questions, Dr. Hill, but you did lead me perfectly to our wrap up. So thank you for that. You're the student in the class that, walked the teacher right to the end. So I know we're a few minutes past our time today, but I hope you gain lots of insight, and just the email you're going to get with all the resources is worth it alone. So just to talk about summer, because we are there, we're ready to talk about it. I want you to save the dates for Launch's summer session. So we'll run June 7th through the 30th and July 7th through the 30th. So those are easy dates to remember this year. We'll have K-12 programming, lots of new stuff coming. So last year we rolled out some fun elementary classes. I'm super excited. We have a new elementary, one of the new elementary offerings is on Route 66. So lots of fun ways for our youngest learners to keep learning. I will be hosting 2 webinars. So mark your calendar for one of those, February 18th from 9 to 10. Or February 24th from 1 to 2. That will be rolling out some launch processes for summer. We do have a lot of changes coming regarding registration that is going to simplify your lives. So I think you'll be really excited about that. If you want to talk summer sooner, so if you're like Dr. Hill and Wentzville and you're ready to talk summer, I'm happy to host a webinar just with you. So I did one right before Christmas with a couple of districts. So if you need that sooner, just reach out to Savannah or Jana and we'll get you taken care of prior. Otherwise, we'll see you right back here on one of those 2 dates for just a Launcher Summit summer webinar and a Q&A. So I will